What is good, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we've got a big one when it comes to rumors in terms of what has been leaked onto the internet, and it has caused a firestorm of people talking back and forth. If you haven't seen my live stream, or at least some of it, make sure you go check out to get my full complete thoughts with the community's involvement in terms of this whole rumored 5.0 software. But we will go over that, and I'll give you guys my thoughts in a condensed form in terms of, is it real, is it fake, does it even matter? Plus we've got some more news as well, so let's go ahead and get right into this one, and we'll start off with the big one, and that is the rumor of a leaked video that shows the Nintendo Switch version 5.0.0, which shows off folders, online lounge, cloud storage, themes, and more. Shout outs to Nintendo Everything for it, and then we'll get into the update based on what some people have pointed out in terms of some discrepancies of the footage. So the original video has made its way online that claims to offer a look at the Nintendo Switch version 5.0. It shows its significant features including folders, the ability to create an online lounge, cloud storage, themes, and more. The video does come off as legitimate according to Nintendo Everything, but in this day and age, you guys can always know that people can doctor up anything, so nothing has been confirmed one way or another, and it looks like it's real. However, there's some discrepancies that I do want to mention that Nintendo Everything pointed out, and then people also pointed out on my live stream, but there's also some counterpoints to what people are saying there, and then there's something that kind of voids this whole thing and how we should just see it as a rumor, as we don't know if it's real or if we don't know if it's fake. There's no one way or another. So here are the things that they're talking about in terms of red flags. Now, first off, the YouTube icon pictured isn't the latest logo for YouTube, but that's not necessarily surprising because one, on PS4 it has the same logo as well, so that doesn't mean it's going to be updated to the latest logo on every single device. And not only that, but you don't know when this video was shot. It could have been shot when it wasn't the latest logo, when they used the older logo, so that's not really compelling evidence at all because this isn't released out to everyone yet, and it doesn't have to use the latest logo for YouTube anyway. And on top of that, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe seems to be shown off on the console as a digital download, and that would take up 6.8 gigabytes of memory, yet only 2 gigabytes is used in the video. So they're leaning, based on those two things that are very flimsy evidence at best, they're leaning to more of it being fake because of that, but those two things are ridiculous to lean on those two things as it being fake. I'm not saying that it is, but to lean on those two, that's ridiculous because once again, the PS4 one is like that as well, and on top of that, you don't know when this video was shot. They could have been using the older one. This could have been something Nintendo has been working on for a while, and it did have the older logo on there for whatever version of YouTube that they are using for this. So that is not convincing evidence one way or another. Now, the other thing with Mario Kart 8, I would agree with that if there wasn't an SD card in there, and there's clearly an SD card in there, and Nintendo could clearly give people the ability to download a game to the SD card. So I don't see why that is a confirmed fact, just because at this point it would have to go to your system memory, but there's an SD card there and it could have been on the SD card. So once again, that's also something that doesn't really confirm it one way or another. I need some more compelling evidence. I'm not saying that it's fake or not. All I'm saying is that those two things are flimsy at best and wouldn't get a conviction in any court in terms of things. Now, some of the more compelling evidence that some people have brought up is the fact that the fonts on like the G, some people are busting out the analysis machine game explain style, or busting out digital foundries, checking out frame rates of the G's and how things move and how it looks and the font and the tilt, and some people brought up something like that to where it's not the same as the G that's at the top of the page, but once again, flimsy at best when it comes to things. Now, outside of this whole thing, I'm not saying that it's one way or another. It could be real, it could be fake, obviously, but whoever did this, if it is fake, did a very good job, very convincing if it is. Now, however, looking at everything that they've done here so far, this is all something that would be standard in my opinion. This is features from 2007, 2008, guys. This isn't anything that's elaborate or, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Honestly, this is all stuff that Nintendo has done before for the most part. On my live stream, I showed off the Nintendo 3DS. This system right here literally has almost all of this stuff that's on here. The only thing would be cloud storage in the form of you actually being able to save stuff in addition to the online lounge and all stuff like that. But I mean, I just don't think those are things that are like too good to be true. And on top of that, Nintendo did do voice and video chat with the Wii U, and as soon as you hooked up to a game that had online voice chat, you had it right there in the gamepad. So these are things between the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo has done all of this stuff before. Themes, folders, voice chat, messaging. Those are all things that you can do on the Wii U and 3DS. Now, it wasn't as intuitive and as sleek as this has it here, but I would expect it to be better since you are paying for the service. So to me, this is just not anything that's elaborate. This isn't anything that's, oh my gosh, this can't come. This isn't anything that this is too good to be true. We've already seen half of this stuff on the Nintendo 3DS and the rest of it on the Nintendo Wii U. And on top of that, there was voice chat dating back to the DS with Pokemon in terms of that, as far as connected voice chat, and any other developer that wanted to do voice chat could also do it too. Nintendo has done literally all of this with the exception of how it's laid out in addition to the online lounge for party chat and things like that, but everything else has been done. You can send messages through Miiverse. It was just clunkier. So yeah, I'm not really on the bandwagon of, oh my gosh, this is too good to be true, there's no way this can happen. And I'm not on the bandwagon of, oh my gosh, this is absolutely real in terms of this leak. All I'm saying is that I feel that we're going to get these features regardless. Whether this is real or not, we're going to get this stuff anyways because we're paying for online, and Nintendo has done this stuff before. Why wouldn't they want to monetize themes? They monetize themes on the Nintendo 3DS and it probably made them a good amount of money. I would think that they want to bring that back to the Nintendo Switch. So I think this stuff's going to happen anyways. There's already been hints and we've had rumors of this stuff coming. Nintendo's already alluded to apps. I mean, there's so much stuff that's just kind of like trivial when it comes to this. So some people are making more of a big deal than it actually really is if Nintendo did get this stuff, because remember, we were supposed to pretty much have this stuff in the fall of 2017 last year, but Nintendo delayed the online to 2018. So we'll see if it turns out to be real or not. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on what I thought about this in terms of just everything and my own personal thoughts going forward in terms of what we should have had in the first place. And I do also want to note one side thing when people say, oh, well, we never got cloud storage, which is not necessarily true. We actually did get that, at least in certain parts of the world. Now, there was a thing called Nintendo TV on the Wii U, and that was completely cloud-based. That was all based on Nintendo's servers in terms of savings, TV preferences, and things that you liked. Everything was cloud-based. So Nintendo has had cloud servers and cloud technology for a long time now. That's something that Nintendo also revealed in terms of Reggie Fils-Aimé to Jeff Keighley back in the day, saying that, yeah, we have cloud technology, and that's where we found out about that. So that's something Nintendo's already had. Could they give us a little bit of cloud storage? Easily they can give us a little bit of cloud storage for saves or something like that. So to me, that's not necessarily anything that's crazy. It's not elaborate. It's not anything that Nintendo couldn't do or we haven't seen before. It's just organized a bit better. And I would expect that with Nintendo's OS being a lot better than it's ever been when it comes to the flexibility and the ability to add new features into the system. So what do you guys think about all this here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving to the next article here, the Nintendo Switch has surpassed Wii U's lifetime sales in Japan, and we all knew this was coming, but it's finally officially done it. So according to the latest data from Famitsu, the Nintendo Switch has overtaken the Wii U's lifetime sales in Japan. It only took them a swift 10 months, right? I mean, that wasn't too long. So through December 31st, Nintendo's new console stands at 3,407,158 units sold, while the Wii U managed to sell 3,301,550 units in its lifetime. The Nintendo Switch sold over 115,000 units during the week of December 25th, where the Wii U sold a swift 69 units. Now, some reports did have this happening as the previous week or something like that, and they just kind of jumped the gun just a little bit, but now we do know that it's confirmed, at least according to Famitsu. So this is fantastic sales news for Nintendo. It was obviously a good idea for Nintendo to make a hybrid system. We're essentially getting the best of both worlds when it comes to the portable and the home console development, and it shows in the sales. We've seen heightened sales for all of Nintendo's franchises that never really did as good in Japan as it did in other places in the world. So for example, stuff like The Legend of Zelda is doing a lot better in Japan because it is on a portable device in addition to a home console. You have stuff like Super Mario Odyssey, that's pretty much the fastest selling Super Mario game in Japan when it comes to 3D titles, doing a lot better than what it normally would have done on a home console, because it looks like it's going to be outselling Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, not only in Japan but worldwide. So obviously it was a smart decision. I think that this is definitely the future going forward, and these sales results pretty much legitimize what Nintendo has done with the Nintendo Switch hardware in terms of direction and game lineup. So what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch surpassing the Wii U's lifetime sales already in Japan? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the last article here, we're going to get into some of the Famitsu sales charts because the media crate isn't going to come till next week, and this is from December 25th, 2017 through December 31st, 2017. As you guys all know, the Nintendo Switch did surpass the Wii U in terms of lifetime sales, but let's go ahead and go down the Famitsu sales order in terms of what systems sold what. So the Nintendo Switch was tops with 115,255 units. PS4 sold 45,659 units, and then the Nintendo 3DS pretty much sold like 40,000 or something like that, above 40,000. I see 22,000 for the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Then you have the PS4 Pro sold 12,000, and then you have the Nintendo 3DS selling 11,000, and then you have the 2DS selling another 1,000. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place. So yeah, Nintendo Switch did really well. PS4 was behind it, then Nintendo 3DS, they're about all equal after that. In terms of the software, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was actually the top game sold with over 89,000 units sold. Splatoon 2 was number 2 with over 80,000 units sold. Super Mario Odyssey was number 3 with 79,214 units sold. Then we had Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with another 60,000 units sold. Mario Party, the top 100, that was brand new. That sold 46,000 units plus. Then Yokai Watch Busters, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was in the top 10 at number 7 with 28,000 plus units sold. Then 1-2 Switch is in the top 10 as well with another 18,000 plus units sold. We also have ARMS at number 10 with another 13,000 units sold. Pokken Tournament DX with another 10,000 plus units sold. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 2 actually back into the top 15 with another 9,831 units sold. That has sold almost 150,000 units, so that's very good for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. On top of that, FIFA is back in the top 20 as well on the Nintendo Switch. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is in the top 20 on the Nintendo Switch. We also have Snipper Clips Plus in the top 20 on the Nintendo Switch. So tons of Nintendo Switch games. I'm counting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. So 11 out of the top 20 were on the Nintendo Switch, and the ones that weren't were pretty much Nintendo 3DS games with only 2 PS4 games that I can see on here. So Nintendo's definitely dominating the competition when it comes to things, and we'll see how it does in the media create. But overall, it's really good to see Nintendo just do really well with the games. We also got some more that there's a little bit of a shortage when it comes to games in Japan, because I think the games are just selling a lot more than Nintendo thought that they would sell. They know that they needed systems, but games seem to be fine. But it seems like there's a little bit of a shortage on games as well, just because people are buying so many in Japan in such high frequency. They're selling nearly 100K a week. That's definitely going to cause some shortages here and there. Heck, Bandai Namco had a shortage of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 when it sold like 20 to 30,000 copies. So hopefully they can get that restocked soon, and I think Nintendo's going to work hard to get that replenished. So what do you guys think about all the sales here when it comes to Nintendo Switch, in terms of it passing up the Wii U's lifetime sales, and also the rumored leak as well when it comes to the firmware 5.0? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page. Consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emails via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below. Consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you for the next video. Peace.